In this video, we are going to show you how to enjoy Venice in just 24 hours. This itinerary is perfect for those doing a day trip from Milan or Florence, for those with a long layover at Marco Polo Airport, or for those with little time on an Italy trip. Even with little time, you can know the essential of the city of canals if you know how to organize. Let us go. First of all, the initial logistics. Venice has Marco Polo Airport 12 kilometers from the historic city, with several transportation options. The first is Ali Laguna, the direct vaporetto from the airport to Piazza San Marco in 1 hour and 15 minutes for €15, the most scenic way to arrive. The second is the ATVO or ACTV express bus to Piazzale Roma in 20 minutes for €10, faster. From Piazzale Roma, you take the vaporetto to any part of the city. For those coming from Rome, Milan, or Florence by train, you arrive directly at Santa Lucia station already inside the historic city, with vaporettos leaving from the door to all neighborhoods. Your morning starts early at 8 o'clock, with Italian breakfast at any bar near Piazza San Marco or in Cannaregio, with filled cornetto and cappuccino for €3 to €6 taken standing at the counter. Then head straight to Piazza San Marco, the absolute heart of Venice, described by Napoleon as the most elegant living room in Europe. Admire the impressive St. Mark Basilica with its golden Byzantine architecture, the clock tower with its 2 Moors marking the hours, the campanile of 100 meters, and the Doge Palace Gothic Venetian of the ancient doges of the Republic of Venice. The entry to the basilica is free, but the line can be long. Around 10:30, enter the Doge Palace, with ticket booked online for €30 that includes the famous Bridge of Sighs, crossed by prisoners going to the palace dungeons. Reserve approximately 2 hours to visit the imperial halls, the Doge's rooms, and the dungeons. Then exit through Piazzetta San Marco with views of the Venetian lagoon, with the iconic San Giorgio Maggiore church on the other side. It is the most photographed view of Venice. Around 1 in the afternoon, time to have lunch authentically Venetian at a traditional baccaro in the Castello neighborhood, 5 minutes walk away. These centuries-old bars serve cicchetti, the Venetian tapas, for €2 or €3 each, with Soave white wine for €3 per glass. Order 4 or 5 different cicchetti like crostini with creamy cod bacala mantecato, fish meatballs, sardines in saor, and eggs with anchovy, for a complete meal for €15 to €20 total. It is the most authentic and economical gastronomic experience of Venice. Early afternoon around 2:30, cross Venice on foot following the labyrinths of alleys towards the Rialto Bridge, the most famous bridge in the city built in white stone in 1591. Stop for photos from the top of the bridge with views of the Grand Canal full of gondolas and vaporetti. Visit the impressive Mercato di Rialto on the canal banks, with stalls of very fresh fish from the Venetian lagoon sold directly by fishermen since 1050. It is an absolute cultural spectacle. Speaking of tickets and attractions, in the video description and here in the QR code, we will leave the link to the site we always use to buy tickets and tours for the lowest price. It is the largest tours website in the world and has practically everything there. Everything at the lowest price, and you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. And they have free tours that are great, including guided walking tours through the Venetian labyrinths and baccaros. And remember that in this link below, we always organize everything you need to plan your entire trip at the lowest price. The sites we use to put together our trips, with everything much cheaper, travel SIM card, travel insurance for half the price, tickets to all the attractions, good and cheap hotels we have stayed at, cheap car rentals, and the global account. And the links already include automatic discounts. So save and use this page that will make your trip much easier. Around 4 in the afternoon, time for the most cliché and absolutely mandatory experience of Venice, a gondola ride through the canals. The official gondoliers with striped shirts charge €90 for 30 minutes during the day or €110 at night, with the option to divide among up to 6 people for a cheaper per-person price. The best routes leave from the gondola stations near Hotel Danieli or Santa Maria del Giglio, passing through smaller hidden canals, away from the crowded Grand Canal. It is romantic, unique, and worth every euro even being touristy. Late afternoon around 6 o'clock, cross to the Dorsoduro neighborhood, on the other side of the Grand Canal via the Accademia Bridge. It is one of the most bohemian and charming neighborhoods of Venice, with the Accademia Gallery, the Peggy Guggenheim Collection, and the impressive Basilica of Santa Maria della Salute. Climb to the highest point of the Accademia Bridge for one of the most spectacular sunsets in Venice, with views of the Grand Canal illuminated by golden sun. It is one of the most photographed views in the city. Your evening starts around 8 o'clock with a sacred Giro di Ombre in Cannaregio, the most authentic neighborhood for Venetian nightlife. Pass through 3 or 4 different baccaros along the Fondamenta degli Ormesini, drinking house wine for €3 per glass and trying different cicchetti at each one. For a complete dinner, sit at an authentic trattoria like Vini da Gigio or Antiche Carampane, And try a risotto al nero di seppia or sarde in sour with a glass of regional wine for 30 to 50 euros per person. The experience is absolutely romantic and unique. For those who still have energy after 11, stay in Cannaregio itself, with trendy bars along the canals frequented by young Venetians, or walk through the illuminated alleys of San Marco, almost empty after the day trip tourists leave, living the ghostly and magical Venice that only city guests can see. Locals say Venice only fully reveals itself after 8 at night when the tourists go away. An additional tip for those with one more day in Venice is to take a half-day or full-day excursion to the magical islands of the Venetian lagoon. Murano is just 20 minutes by Vaporetto and is famous for the 1,000-year-old artisan glass tradition, with open furnaces for visits demonstrating the glass-blowing process. Burano is 40 minutes away, with its iconic fisherman houses painted in vibrant colors that look like they came out of a painting, and the centuries-old tradition of artisan embroideries. Torcello is the oldest and quietest island, considered the original cradle of Venice. Organized excursions leave from Piazza San Marco for 30 to 60 euros per person. An essential tip for this quick trip is to have internet on your phone to use GPS. Very important in the Venetian labyrinths where you get lost at every corner. We always buy the SIM card before the trip, receive it at home, and arrive connected at the destination. It is much cheaper than roaming. A SIM card for 7 days costs an average of 20 to 30 euros if you are coming from outside Europe. And a golden tip for those with just a layover in Venice. Marco Polo Airport has paid luggage storage service by the hour or by the day, costing between 6 and 12 euros. Perfect to drop off your bags and enjoy the day in Venice without wait. If your layover is at least 8 hours, it is absolutely worth entering the city. Consider the 1 hour and 15 minutes transport time by Ali Laguna each way. And for those who are new here on the channel, you are very welcome. Our mission is to help you travel more and better around the world. If you are enjoying it, subscribe here on the channel and like the video. That helps us a lot. 3 final essential tips for this 24-hour itinerary in Venice. First, wear very comfortable shoes with anti-slip sole, because you will easily walk 15 kilometers between ancient cobblestones and constant bridges. Second, accept that getting lost in Venice is a fundamental part of the experience. Embrace the labyrinths and discover hidden squares and secret canals. And third, do not try to do Murano and Burano in 24 hours. They are islands that require half a day to a full day each. Leave it for a next trip with more days. If you liked the video, like it and subscribe to our channel to travel more and better around the world. Thank you very much and have a great trip.